My name is Mrs. Abimbola Fisayo, and I'm the founder of CTC International School. I founded the school in 1994. I traveled to several countries of the world before we came up with the idea of what CTC International School, Shagamu, Ogun State should look like. What you will find in Ogun State, in Shagamu, is an amalgamation of all the things that we saw in those different countries. We put everything together to give us a world-class institution, to give us a learner-friendly institution, to give us the kind of institution where your child will feel comfortable, will be safe, and will be given the best tutorials in the world.
Hi, my name is Abia Faye. I'm in 10th grade. I like this school because it's a very serious school and our academic standards is very high and our teachers are well qualified.
School is just so beautiful.
I founded CTC because I believe very much that a person should be guided by a very strong value system.
I'm so happy to be speaking with you because I'm part of a big and beautiful idea. And today, it's one of, and probably is, the best school in Nigeria. The children are exposed to the very best of international practice in education in terms of high academic quality of staff, excellent results in both national and international exams, and also they are nurtured in a very disciplined environment that's served up with lots of love. They are taught values, integrity, responsibility, innovation, resourcefulness. In fact, the children that actually graduate from this school are set and able and ready to cope with the challenges of the 21st century.
It's just about determination. Do that, be determined to do what you want to do, and you achieve anything. You just have to be determined. You'll do anything. And thanks to all these lessons, several uncountable lessons I learned in my 6 years in CTC molded me to be the kind of person I am. I've learned a lot of things, and it's all thanks to CTC
International School has some very, very innovative and exciting ideas. The school is actually a school that you would give a first thought of in terms of sending a child home to Nigeria for cultural immersion. Many people have lived abroad for so many years, and children have been born there who have absolutely no idea about Nigeria, its people, its culture, and the school would be a perfect opportunity for the child to have first exposure to Nigeria as a whole.
And that indeed is the bedrock of the kind of education that we are giving at CTC. Because once a person has very strong values, hard work, self-control, discipline, honesty, and all those, you find that that person will excel in anything that he or she is doing, whether it's academic, sports, family life, a community leader.
I know how to relate to people. I'm not proud. You learn humility, you learn friendship, you learn obedience, hard work, and a lot of things that can help you succeed in life.
So we insist and we remain uncompromising about values. And we do this by using every opportunity on campus to teach the children.
Je m'appelle Valérie Kazumba Beyamaji. Je suis présentement le conseil des Français dans cette école, CTC School International School, qui est située ici à Ogun State, à côté de Shagamu.
It's a school that has zero tolerance for sexual misconduct, zero tolerance for mental laziness, physical laziness, spiritual laziness.
If we could write these values on the minds of these children, get the kind of Nigerians that we want to be in the Senate, in political leadership in Nigeria. But not just about political leadership. I'm also very particular about followership, because when the followership knows what to demand of its leadership, then we have an equilibrium. I'm very, very particular about the kinds of teachers who work in CTC.
As a creative writing teacher, I provide my students with reading choices that are varied and thought-provoking. This, of course, makes them feel overwhelmed by works of fiction and non-fiction. In the process of teaching the process of writing from a simple writing effort into a finished product, we're able to help the students to gain insight into the practice of writing and into the practice of creative composition. But our emphasis here is on reading and on structured writing.
I make it my duty to personally supervise every interview. Our interview for teachers in CTC takes about 4 stages. We observe many things when they're doing their teaching practice. First, as I said earlier, we observe their knowledge of the subject matter. Second, we observe class control. Third, we observe the chemistry between the teacher in question and the students, live students. Lastly, we observe comportment. So by the time we sit in a class for 30 minutes watching a young man or a young woman doing his thing, we pretty much have a good idea whether we should unleash him on the students on his own. And if we find that the students are not captivated by him, we are not going to hire him. And many a times, when we finish a teaching practice, the students themselves will say, please man, take him, he's very good, we like him, take him. So, I mean, with that, you know that you will get good results from such a person. In terms of academics, CTC has always been known as the Acada School. They say we are too serious. They say we are too academic, but I don't have any apologies for that. I think that is what serious parents are looking for.
I have about 5 children in CTC. 2 have passed out, but I still have 3 kids there. Standard. I think CTC is the best. And we're happy more than today.
We have been very, very successful. Our children write the University of Cambridge GCE examination, O-levels, once they enter SS3. October, November of the year they enter SS3. This tells you that they are already prepared by the end of SS2. Once they write those exams, they write their WAEC and NECO exams the following May, June. We have had stupendous and brilliant results. As we go along, you'll probably see some of our students and their results. We've had straight A's and B's. We have a mixture of good A's and B's.
By God's grace.